Hello, happy Sunday. I love Sundays. There is something about Sundays that is just always giving me that very nice chill vibe. And I love working on my ABC board book on Sundays. And today I am going to do a new letter. Maybe even 2 letters at once, because I am reaching the point in the book where they are combining letters. So we're very slowly moving through here. I love where this has gone so far. Love the mushrooms. That was the last page. And today we are at the N and O. I have an idea. Let's go. You want to join me? Hi everyone. My name is Mary Lou, and this is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou. Today is Sunday, and I am working on another page in my ABC board book. The ABC board book is a book I located at a library in the discard pile, and I decided that I was going to take it home and I was slowly going to repurpose it and turn it into, it's kind of turning into an art journal more than a junk journal. But I'm using junk journal techniques and creating something very fun. The pages don't have a purpose. This book is never going to go anywhere. It's not going to be anything where I am publishing it or anything like that. It is something that I'm having fun with, and I think I am very busy all week long with all the other projects, and Sundays when I get to work in the ABC board book, it is just a play. So I hope you enjoy watching those days, because I am having fun with it, and I look forward to sharing that with you guys all the time. So today I am working on the N and the O, and what N and O stand for me is the N stands for neutral, which is why I have some neutral distress inks here, and it stands for Nuvo, and Nuvo makes beautiful drops. So I have these Nuvo drops that I'm going to use on this page. I don't know what it's going to turn into, but I also have newspaper. And if you watch my channel, you know that I do lots with newspaper. I turn it into labels, I turn it into collages, I turn it into pretty much everything, because what I have is newspapers from 1939, 1947, 1952, 1954, and I am slowly working my way through them and finding the bits and pieces out of the newspaper clippings and everything that I think are interesting. The pieces that I have here in front of me, I have taken out everything that I thought was interesting. So this is from 1947, this is from 1939, there might be some 1950s in here. I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore. It is now about the color. And so I am going to outline, which is an O word, with the newspaper on here. And I want to really create a collage with newspaper, but with teeny tiny little pieces of newspaper, so that I can cover all the way around the owl, like all the white spots. I want to see if I can cover that with newspaper. So I will also be using Mod Podge today, and then I will decorate it all up with the Nuvo Drops and the distress inks. So what I want to do is I have these newspapers, and I'm just going to take one piece And I'm just going to start tearing it into smaller pieces. Just strips. Doesn't matter if they are straight, not straight, crooked, upside down, backwards. It doesn't matter. It is color and texture. That is all that matters. And I want little pieces. And this, of course, is also a neutral color because this is just aged newspaper, naturally aged newspaper. I really don't need to ink these because they are beautiful pieces of paper, just like that. And they just have so much charm and color from the typeset that the newsprint was in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s. I have a silicone brush. I have never used it before, so let's see if this works to apply the Mod Podge. It's actually amazing how far one jar of Mod Podge goes. I'm going to start right here and just go around the owl. I want to leave the words. So all I'm going to do is kind of stick these into the Mod Podge and maybe go like this. And it's matte Mod Podge. That way there's no glossiness on the page or anything like that. And the Mod Podge will also seal once I have it. Once it's dry to a certain point, I can go over it and seal it in. Oh, I like this. It'll be a big job. I think I may be fast forwarding this or putting it on a higher speed so that this is not painful for you to watch, because I can see how this would be extremely painful. So I am going to be quiet now because this is where I am just going to speed it up. put a good layer of Mod Podge over top of it to seal the whole thing because it's all been gessoed, so it's pretty rough and it doesn't look as nice with just a gesso on it. And I just have to wait for it to dry now. So as soon as it's dry, I will be back and I will go over it with the Nuvo Drops. Meanwhile, I like that silicone brush. That is wonderful. You can actually put some pressure on the pieces as you're laying them down into the glue. So that is lovely. I like that a lot. That's better than with a paintbrush. My fingers even stayed somewhat clear. Okay, she is dry completely. I've inked around all the edges, so it looks pretty cool. And the shadows from the bottles are kind of covering it. I need to figure out my desk a little bit better. The light is just off to the side here, which is why I get some really weird shadows. But anyway, right here is the product with just the newspaper, the Mod Podge, and then I inked around it with scorched timber. What I am going to do next is use my Nuvo Drops. So I am going to start with the dark colors first, and I want to kind of turn this into a confetti kind of idea where there's dots of every color that I have here on the table on the page. And I think it'll look really cool, but I have no idea. So I'm just going to do it. I will probably speed this up again, just because it is just me putting little dots of Nuvo Drop. And I will zoom in a little bit so you can see right now what I am doing. So all I'm doing is making little dots all over the page. I think that I've reached the end. So this just needs to dry, but it is not going to look any different from what it does right now. So let me show you what it looks like. It looks like a whole lot of dots. I really, really like it. Oops, let me zoom you out so I can actually show you what's happened. Apparently I have drops all over my phone too. Yeah, I really like it. So I love the texture that it gives in combination with the newspaper. I am very happy with this page. I am not going to do anything more to it. I think it is good just like that. There is a time when you want to continue on and just throw everything but the kitchen sink at it. But in this case, I think I have reached as close to perfection in my eyes as I possibly can. So thank you very much for watching another episode of the ABC board book. This is one of my favorite projects. I've said that before. And I don't do them every week because sometimes I'll come up with something different that I can do on a Sunday. But for the most part, I think this is my favorite Sunday project. It is so relaxing. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. One, because these are happening quite often, but not on a regular basis. So if you're enjoying me working on the ABC board book, if you subscribe, then you get notifications when I am releasing another video for it. The other reason why you should subscribe to my channel is because there's so many exciting things happening within the, in the next 2-3 months. And I don't want you to miss out on it. So for today, I am going to say thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I will see you tomorrow on Monday for a forgotten project.